Death Note is the perfect starter anime. Now hold on. Before you leave an angry comment, let me cook. Now you might be saying, well, why don't you just recommend the big three? I mean, come on. These are the godfathers. These are the essentials. These are the animes that everyone must watch. Well, in regards to a beginner, I think these animes hurt them rather than help them. And here's why. See, the problem with the big three, I think it can deter a lot of beginners due to the fact of its lengthy commitment, as all of these have over 100 plus episodes, and to someone starting off, this could seem too strenuous and just too overwhelming for beginners. Now furthermore, the big three's humor and weirdness, which we all known to love, may not resonate with beginners as they're just not used to this type of humor from a show or from a cartoon they've ever watched. However, we've been watching anime, so we know this is what comes with anime. This is anime, you know, we know the weirdness and the goofiness that comes with it. So then you might be saying, well, why not just recommend other anime? You know, anime is not just the big three, right? Well, there is plenty other animes that you can make a case for and recommend, but I just feel like Death Note is perfectly balanced in all areas, which makes it the perfect recommendation for beginner watchers. Now focusing on Death Note, I'd say the themes and the concept of the anime are not that hard to follow. You don't really need prior knowledge. I mean, it's basically about a kid in high school who's living a normal life, who happens to have an above average IQ, and one day he happens to stumble upon this book, and if you write names in this book, the person dies. Obviously there's more complexities to this story, but the basics of it are very easy to follow. It's formulated in a way that's easily digestible for beginners. I'd also like to add that Death Note has one of the best dubs in anime. I mean, when you're transitioning from more Americanized entertainment cartoons, I think it's easier to slowly ease in with the English dub and then later transition to Japanese subtitles, as you're just not used to it. Even myself, it took me a while to go from dub to subbed, and now that's the only thing I watch anime in. Now I'd like to talk about pacing, as I think this anime has one of the best pacings, as each episode is suspenseful. It leaves the viewer on the edge of their seats, and there's no filler compared to its other counterparts where you would have to tell someone, hey bro, like you gotta miss these couple episodes, you can't watch this. I feel like that would just deter someone even more from not wanting to watch it. And in a beginner's perspective, I think you just don't want to overwhelm them with all this information right off the bat. I think recommending someone one of the big three or any other anime in that case can be like pushing someone who doesn't know how to swim in the deep end of a pool. Like obviously they're gonna drown, because first when swimming you have to learn how to float, and then you're taught with an instructor, and then you learn some drills, and then slowly you learn how to swim. So you slowly ease the person into anime, and further as you go up the ladder of anime watching, now you're watching anime about people eating food. I mean, just imagine you give a beginner an anime like Food Wars, for example. What do you think they're gonna think when they watch something like that? They're probably gonna think it's kind of weird. So in conclusion, when diving into the world of Death Note, an easily digestible, thrilling story, it lays a great foundation that allows you to build off of, as now you know how anime works, what kind of themes, what kind of concepts are presented in this entertainment format, without really a bombardment of lengthy commitment, out of this world concepts, and just overall weirdness and funniness of anime. This is why I think Death Note is the perfect starter anime for any beginner. But I don't know. I mean, leave a comment down below on what anime you started with, if you disagree or agree with me. I like to see everyone's perspective on this topic. But hey, this is your boy Saint. Peace.